I want to go over a few big changes that happened recently in the last year or so in terms of what are some of these changes and what do they mean for you. Google Map listing used to be 7 results. So you can see 7 different businesses or product within the maps. They reduced that now to 3. So you have a smaller window of opportunity for your business to show up there to be seen. And we're going to go over how to make sure that your business is in the top 3 of those businesses that get listed. And then we talk about Google is serving ads now. Now there is an actual ads on every page you go when you come to the maps. Google also looked at some of the key things that really affecting a lot of businesses. And this is very, very important. And what we're talking about here today are things that we have tried and we know that work. That doesn't mean there aren't other things that work, but we're looking at things that we're not going to get punished for when we apply them to your business. And Google would appreciate that you have those information ready. So Google look at your primary business listing, meaning the address for the business. There are many, many ways people try to fool Google in terms of creating fake addresses in different cities that they are not even operating so they can get ranked for that city, for the services and product. Well, there is a misconception in that you might get away with it for a week, 2 weeks, possibly even months, but that is not a good strategy to run your business on because Google is extremely powerful. They still have a command of 70, depending who you ask, 70-80% of the search engine markets in the United States itself and Canada. So getting banned from Google or get your company suspended or deactivated by any means, it can be a very daunting task for you. So my suggestion would be making sure the address you listed and where you're ranking is something that legit and Google approved. Another thing Google looked at is different addresses. A UPS mailbox, the different mailboxes are like PO box and virtual offices. Google algorithm has become extremely smart, and they even have human being now really check some of those information. You want to make sure you stay out of their crosshair, and the meaning is that those information, the type of address you have can make a big difference. And if it doesn't benefit you, make sure you clean that up. And as you guys know, COVID changed a lot of things. Prior to COVID, people were working from home, but COVID drove a lot of people to go back home. But that's also bring a lot of businesses to change their addresses to home. That doesn't really mean that you cannot get listed to a specific geographic location. It's just a little bit harder than it used to be, and Google really cracking on that because a lot of people, if I live in city B, but my business is in city A, well, now I can use my city B as my potential business address to get ranking for that address, even though I'm not technically doing business there per se, depending on what type of business you are functioning on. So there's a lot of complexity to that. You want to make sure you don't get banned for this. At the end of the day, you just need a real physical address if you are functioning as a brick and mortar. Many businesses in the marine industry, you most likely need a physical address, whether if you're a boat dealer, well, unless you're running a virtual boat dealer show, well, there's a good chance you need an address. A boat rental, a boat club, even a boat manufacturer, whatever you do, there's a good chance you need an address, and you can get that and make sure you have that in place as well.